justice, the truth has to come out. People have to, the victims of the violation should be able to see, to experience justice. It's not just a question of saying you've done it. People need to feel that. Unless that is done, and compensation should be paid for everybody whose rights have been violated. So, and there's a very, I don't know if you have the similar saying in Arabic, but in English we have a saying that justice delayed is justice denied. So you cannot say that if there's a problem, we'll do it later. But there is no later, because the problem has happened for a long period of time. If you want to move forward, you have to settle all the previous issues, and then you can move forward freely. Otherwise you're carrying a baggage from the past.
That should be the last, right? What about the rest of your schedule in Egypt, and are you satisfied of the results of your visit?
We are never satisfied. There's always more to be done, but I think it's very important. As I said, I'm also pleased that I'm getting a chance to talk to you. I'm going to Suez tomorrow. I mentioned to you, we're meeting with the Deputy Prime Minister on Sunday. So there are more things to happen, but it's very important because your website has a lot of young people visiting UM, and I'm so inspired. I think Amnesty International is very inspired by the youth of Egypt who have really shown the courage and the leadership, which I'm not saying that it was only the young people, but I think a lot of the people who have been around for longer, they were giving up hope. But I think the fact that young people said, no, we're going to challenge this, and that really inspired a lot of other people. And one of the things we're already experiencing is that if you take the Amnesty International website, since the revolution, the traffic to our website from Egypt has shot up. So, and Amnesty is a membership organization, so I'm welcoming all your readers to become members of Amnesty International. I'm not very worried about whether they pay money or not. It's not a financial issue, but they should participate in our campaign. They should become members of Amnesty International. And so I'm leaving with, we have to be careful, we have to be cautious, and we have to keep tracking the commitments made by the authorities. But we have to also have faith in the young people of Egypt that they will make sure that the change happens.
قولي له ان بيربطوا ان مفيش المرحله الانتقاليه في مصر مش هتعدي الا بمساعدات دوليه، لازم يبقى في دعم من بره للمرحله الانتقاليه في مصر. ايه رايه في الموضوع؟
دعم مادي.
دعم، برافو عليك.
Some people said that it's necessary for Egypt to receive the aids from the international community in its transitional period. Do you think that the transitional period is asked for more aids for Egypt to so that
you're talking about financially?
Yes.
So I think there is a short-term, budget deficit that Egypt is facing, and that need has to be met. I think there's no question about it. But when the money is coming from the financial institutions, the important thing is that the terms on which that money is received should be based on Egypt's needs and Egypt's priorities, and not on the priorities of somebody from outside. So as long as it's done on the basis of Egypt's agenda, an agenda which is defined by Egyptian people, I think that's okay. I mean, the problem we have with, I think that there's a short-term issue, but in the long term, medium to long term, the issue in Egypt is not one of lack of money. It's a question of how the money is used and who is controlling the resources. So I think once the power is better distributed, and there's information, there's complete non-transparency right now in the way the budgets are made, where the money is going. If people know where the resources are going, they will take charge of it. They will make sure that it's not misused. But if everything is kept secret, therefore the right to information, freedom of information, access to justice, accountability is the key, not just more aid.
اوكي طيب انا حابب بس خلاص كده هناخد بس صورتين معاه.
اوكي
بس اسمحك بس الجردان هو